What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Raised.
With a perfect characters ensemble, a promising plot, and a talented crew behind the camera, Descendants 5 has been confirmed. From new protagonists to unexpected storylines and even a shocking theory, here is why the 5th installment is about to change everything. Warning, spoilers for the royal wedding ahead. New protagonists. A lot of fans were disappointed to see Mal and Ben's happily ever after in the animated special film. According to them, this wasn't a proper end to the franchise they've been invested in for years. But at the end of the royal wedding, not long after getting married, Mal and Ben assured fans that this isn't the end of the franchise. So, this what happily ever after feels like? He asked, to which the bride replied, for us, yes, but somewhere another story could just be beginning. If this wasn't enough, the camera then moved over to a pile of white roses painted red, which was a clear indication that the Disney Channel will release a 5th film, which some fans call Descendants 4 because the 3rd film was an animated version. We'll refer to it as the 5th installment. Hope that's okay. Anyways, it has been confirmed that the upcoming project will have Alice in Wonderland's Queen of Hearts as a main protagonist. The movie will be released on Disney+, and you'll be happy to know that unlike the last project, this one will be a live action. Disney+ has recently confirmed that the next part will be called The Pocket Watch. The question is, should we expect to see the familiar cast members? Who will play the new protagonists? Before we get into these pieces of information, we first want to inform you that the amazingly talented Jennifer Fang will direct and co-executive produce the next installment from a script by Dan Fry and Russell Summer. According to Deadline, production is set to begin in the fall. The Descendants film are praised by both fans and critics, and it's no wonder that a continuation was greenlit. It is just a matter of time. After all, that cliffhanger at the end of Royal Wedding wasn't meaningless. Who knows, perhaps we'll even see a 6th installment with new protagonists.
Love is not weak or ridiculous. It's actually really amazing.
Red and Chloe. As previously mentioned, Mal and Ben's story is over, and they won't be a central couple of the franchise anymore. This, of course, doesn't mean we won't see them anymore, but this time, Red and Chloe will run the story. Per a report from Deadline, the upcoming installment will include 7 new songs. Now, let's talk about Red and Chloe. Who exactly are these new faces? Well, Red is the smart and rebellious teenage daughter of the Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland, and Chloe is the athletic daughter of Cinderella and Prince Charming from Cinderella. Thankfully, there is an available synopsis that explains what fans should expect from the continuation. In order to protect an impending coup in Auradon, one that looms during the celebration of a new royal baby, Red must join forces with Chloe to travel back in time via the White Rabbit's pocket watch to stop an event that would lead to grave consequences. We already mentioned that an extremely talented group works on the film, which means the next installment lives on pretty high expectations. The production designer, a person who worked on the previous Descendants films, will come back. Gary Marsh will serve as an executive producer, with casting directors Alexis Frank Koska and Christine Smith-Shavenko. Thanks to Deadline, we know more about the upcoming project, with A.O. Davis, president of Disney Brand Television, telling them that the film has a captivating script. With such a script in Jennifer Fang's directorial vision, they will try to set a new high bar of creativity and imagination with the movie that ups the ante on the story, song, and dance to entertain young viewers, their families, and the global fan base that they grew up with the aspirational story of Descendants. It's no wonder that the continuation was greenlit after 1 year since the release of the royal wedding. After all, each Descendants film was more and more popular than its predecessor, and the franchise is on the list of the most watched Disney franchises. For instance, Descendants 3 brought more viewers than the second one. The first one had 11.2 million, with the second one turning in 10.9 million total viewers. Sadly, this film will be a lot different because of the late Boyce Cameron's absence. The 20-year-old actor lost his life in 2019, and ever since this happened, fans got in an ongoing debate about whether a next film is supposed to happen. Some believe doing another continuation is wrong, but others claiming the continuation could do justice by honoring Boyce and his new character. What do you you guys think. Before we move on to a shocking theory, we first need to inform you that the cast list for the next installment is yet to be confirmed. However, there are some rumors suggesting that Sofia Carson is not interested in reprising her role again because she too believes another film without her beloved co-star Cameron Boyce will be wrong. There are two rumored cast members for the upcoming movie, with Jenny Boyd and Chloe Grace Moretz suggested for the role of Chloe. The other cast members are expected to return, with more new cast additions aside from Red and Chloe. We can't wait to see who will play these new characters. Do you guys have some suggestions? Let us know. Before we continue, make sure you smash that like button if you haven't done it already.
Now, this is the exact spot we first met not so long ago.
Shocking theory. There are plenty of theories about the true story of Descendants, but none of them as shocking as this one. According to some fans, this franchise isn't about the children of famous Disney villains, it's about the wrongdoings of child indoctrination. Is it possible that these children we grew up with are involved in something much more complicated? Let's get into details, shall we? The popular movies are set in a universe where Belle, the Beast, and their son Ben are in charge. They all live in the kingdom of Auradon, but a long time ago, all the evil villains were banished from the kingdom of the Isle to the Lost, which is a terrible place no one would ever want to stay in. At the beginning of the story, Ben reveals that the kingdom will welcome 4 children from the Isle. This will be their chance of showing the good side if they have one. This is where we meet the female lead, Mal, the daughter of Maleficent, Carlos, Cruella, Evie, Evil Witch, and Jay, Jafar. When their parents find out about them being offered to go to the kingdom, they tell them to steal Fairy Godmother's magic wand. The kids, however, choose not to be thieves and show off their good sides. This storyline is what fueled the theories about this franchise actually being about childhood indoctrination. For those of you who aren't familiar, according to Wikipedia, childhood indoctrination is forcibly or coercively causing people to act and think on the basis of a certain ideology. In this case, parents do this to their kids. Some dedicated fans even discovered things that make this theory quite reliable. And when it comes to theories, Reddit is the perfect place to go. These fans claim that this theory is mostly supported by the storyline where Carlos, son of Cruella, lives a life believing that dogs are creatures trained to kill humans. There are similar storylines with the other characters as well, but the one with Carlos sounded the most reliable. This is of course just a theory and it doesn't mean it's true, but it's always fun to hear such dark theories and think about them. Don't you agree? As previously said, the production of the next film is set to begin in the fall of 2022. The company is yet to announce the returning cast members, and once it does, you'll be the first ones to know about it. Per a report from Disney Fan Club, the movie director Jennifer Fang said that the Pocket Watch presents a delightful canvas with fantastical world building. She loved musicals ever since she was a kid, which is also what drew her into the film industry. So we've got nothing to worry about as the film is in good hands. On a related note, what are your hopes for it? Let us know down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed our video, make sure you subscribe to our channel so you'll never miss any of our videos in the future. As always, thanks for watching.